What's going on, guys? This is my third time filming this, but today we're gonna model a mini ramp in 1 hour. I'm gonna hit the timer in about a minute. I'm just gonna talk about this for a second. So I have a lot of this stuff pre-designed, we'll say, and then I worked through a lot of the ideas. So we're gonna see if we can 3D model it. I'm gonna run through how to do a few things. I'm not gonna really teach you how to use this software. If you guys are interested, I could do maybe more videos on this subject. So let's dive right in. But first I'm going to start the timer. Now I'll just set the phone down. And I'll show you some of my sketches running into this. Just working through my ideas. Now let's dive right into the model. So you might have seen I did a video on high speed, but today I figured a few things out. Like when I draw, I'm just gonna talk about it and then draw, and I'll probably do a high speed between, like in between, so I'm not talking the whole time. But first step is we're gonna need some of these blocks, which I already drew, but for the sake of this video, we'll just draw some new ones so I can demonstrate actually. So we got these footers that we're gonna have, and this is what the ramp is placed on. Now if you guide, you see I'm guiding along a red axis or a green axis. This is the blue axis. Blue is like up and down. Right now we're drawing on like the very base, as if this was a flat plane and this was the ground. Literally, that's what the gray is, but we could see through it. But we can't see through surfaces unless we select that setting, but we're not going to do that. We're just gonna finish drawing this. Boom. So ideally when you're modeling and stuff like this, like you don't want to go along that axis unless you were trying to draw that angle. Like you see how I just drew. We don't really want that. So for now, we're just gonna pull this up, which we drew a square in 2D, and now we're gonna make it 3D. Add a foot to that, and if you triple click with the left mouse click, it selects the whole thing, and then you can make that a component. But for this model, another thing we're gonna do is save a few of these. Another thing is you can just use the square to select the whole thing. We're gonna copy this and just paste it to the side so we have it for later. Kind of like these objects over here. And then just make it a component. And again, I'm just gonna put this component over there, because the difficult thing for what we're doing here is coming up with this piece right here, which I don't know, should we just, I was gonna borrow assets, like use that to measure it up. Anyway, next we're gonna draw a 2x4, which the actual dimensions of it is 1.5 inches. So in case you're wondering why I put 1.5, it's really 1.5 times 3.5. And we're not getting into why either today. Again, this is just the piece we want over to the side, and from here on out we're just going to copy and make whatever one we want from. Next we have to draw that. I'm going to try to do it so we want a rectangle that's 4 foot, 8 foot. Boom. Now we have a line. Since we're drawing a transition here, but you can already see how I messed up. Drew a line in the wrong angle. And we're 5 minutes into this. Now the reason I did that is we're going to draw another rectangle, 4 foot by 8 foot. Now the reason they're offset is for drawing these arcs. This basic software doesn't have the best functionality, we'll just say. Now I came up with some crazy denomination to do this. So we draw a line. I think it's like 3.5. Now we're just gonna extend this point like all the way down, because from here, and we know this is the bottom of the ramp, in other words. Now we'll be able to pretty much draw that. And we messed up just a little bit. So undo. We'll probably just select there and then drop. And again, we're going like, I think 7 foot. 6. And that's so we can find the top of the ramp, because I know I want this to be a 7 foot. But here's where it gets complex, because we're gonna have like, say, a 2x4 right here. Right, so now we know it'd really be kind of like this. So this right here is the bottom layer. And since I did this so many times, I know enough that we're just gonna do a few tricks. Like, I don't want that line up so much. I don't know why that just happened. So then there. I keep losing it. That should match them all. Let's lay some foundations. We'll go with like a 16. We can go with the 16-foot spacing on center, but I'm gonna draw that just so we know. God damn, I'm just realizing you could hear all them damn kids screaming down the school. We could hear the family, we could hear the fucking kids. This is just great. There's like no good time of day to film. Alright, that should be enough for what we're doing. And now we have the foundation. I mean, we could probably delete these lines, because we're going to have a few lines to delete. Now, I apologize if you could hear a lot of background noise. I live next to a school. They always have these kids outside screaming. Alright, anyway. So next, a few of these are going to actually have a different member in it, which is going to be I'm losing my mind. 3.5. What the hell is going on? Again, so I'm gonna copy that. I'll just paste another one over there. Make component. See, now a few of these are gonna have posts in them. And I have a very, like, that'll annoy me until I get that right. So I'm copy paste. A lot of times it'll just snap to where you want it. Sometimes it won't. But we like to do everything like this. At least I do. I hate doing more work than I have to. So if I could line up two of them at once, that's what we're gonna do. Which by the time, like if we line this up, it should all be lined up anyway. I just don't get why it's like willing to touch that point and not the bolt at the same time. It's being so difficult on us, guys. Got it. Now we'll attempt to do it again. Oh, I got it. No, I didn't. Now, if you line it up right, guys, sometimes, like all these little pieces right here, we'll switch. Oh, I missed. You can sometimes select a bunch of them at once. Remember, I was just saying I don't like to draw things too much if I don't got to. Because I actually want to beat the time this time around. I don't want to have a failed video again. I want to model this in 1 hour. It's touching. Should I not be nitpicky about that crap? Because what's going to happen is they're going to be moved in a little bit anyway because of the ramp. This is just for laying it out right now. So I'll take a lot of these lines off. So we don't need them. Oh, no you don't, buddy. Man, I drew a lot of extra lines. Yeah, they might need to be spaced. Whatever. Yeah, because this distance, because the ramp's going to come down. I mean, it'll come down more to like here. But then the space between the two ramps is only going to be 6 feet. We'll make it more like 8. So next, we got a 2x4. We need we need to build a wall for the quarter pipe and then place it like this ramp is. So what we're gonna do actually is move all this that we just worked on. We're just gonna move it on over here, just so we have some fresh space. Alright, let's build a quarter pipe wall. I'll start off by deleting these lines. Now let's see, this is the first one. I'm actually gonna copy that again, put it over here. That's just in case we need it, in case we need any of that work, because I'm gonna delete a lot of this right now. We can keep that for now. But we do want to make that a component now, create. Because what's going to happen, guys, is I'm just going to take this piece. Oh my god. This isn't a component? Interesting. What we might do then, because I know these are all spaced right, so then we just place it where we need it. That still gets me, dude. I don't know how it doesn't line up. I don't know where the hell out of me too. We'll give it a minute to think about. And that one's flush, and it just doesn't line up. It's literally the same. What we could do is just move them. Actually, the spacing's correct, so what we're gonna do is just create something new. We'll just move these. Leave them there. For something like this, though, you gotta make this a component. That way, they're all just grouped together. We get rid of them real quick. So what I want to do actually is move them as a group downward in that orientation. So just pop on that blue axis. These are like 8 feet, so 7.5 foot. Yeah, I want them sticking out just barely. Because then what we're gonna do, folks, come over here, make sure it's all copied, because we need this whole thing now. And we're just gonna place a new one of another thing. Make that a component, create, move. But that undo, because I want to know where that lines up. 2 3/3 it lines up. 1 inch space. I need my pen. Whatever, I can just remember that. Two, 3/4. How's my pen missing? quick note of it. Yeah, because we're gonna stick this John right here. Oh, dude, we're halfway through the time already. I don't got time to think about this. Damn. You know what we're gonna do because of a lack of fucking time? We're just gonna delete that. Make component, copy, boom. I don't know what I just copied. I don't even know what happened, dude. Is it still trying to rotate it? Okay, good. Yeah, that's why it needs to be moved. Boom. Now, if that just lines up, hell yeah. Almost. Means. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Good enough for me. Give it 2 foot. Alright. Another 2 foot. Dude, I hate small bases of ramps. I like a lot of space. Okay, back to this. Copy paste. So we don't have a lot of time to actually do this. So what I'm going to do is try to go as fast as I could. See, this is why we drew it separately too, guys. So we're actually going to put like probably another one of these down here. You can only span lumber by so much. 2 by 4 by 10. We could probably span that. I made it like 10 foot. So what we're doing here now is we're just going to design it like 2 pieces tied together, because that's what we're doing. Now this one snaps it right there. Dude. Oh, stretch my neck. I guess that would be why I chose to do it this way. Copy, paste, boom. That is the right direction, so we're just gonna take a shot over yonder. Oh my God. Dude. What in... Dude, I hate this software so much. For architecture, there's better software. But for the sake of this is like, it gets the job done, I'll just say. What, dude? Dude, just stop. I have a pounding headache and it's just not going in the right direction. Done. Somehow these two pieces. You want to explain that to me, guys? Yeah, you just go down, dude. Get right in that spot that I want you. I'm sure there's a better place we could put this, but I'm literally just gonna stick it there. And then what we're gonna do here, guys, is pull this, and it'll pull all the members to there. So now we have that taken care of. From there, like I've been doing this whole time, we'll copy all this. How did that happen? I thought so. Some of these I didn't recognize. Just whatever. First try. We got 21 minutes. Gnarly, dude. Now if this should just snap right in. I hope. See, we're trying to snap it, like I actually have a place for it to go. Just go along that green axis for me, buddy. There it is. Right about there. Oh, it just needs to be a little smaller. Please. Cool. Now just copy paste. Rotate. I keep hitting R for rotate and it's Q. Why it's Q, I don't know. Let's try to get this the first try though. I feel like if I just zoom in, be like, fuck you, you going right there, mate. It's gonna go right in. Damn it. Oh, you know what's gonna happen to me though, guys? Unless we snap this piece right here down. It'll make sense in a second, just watch. It's gonna mess up our model when we fix this crap. And just go to this edge right there. Now you can do whatever I want you to. Now you see how it stopped? It just looks fine. If I didn't move this, what would have happened is however much I just moved, it would have moved and revealed that we didn't want revealed. Another thing I'm gonna get out of the way quick is I'm gonna have some 4x8 pieces here. What's going on, dude? Am I not drawing? I'm trying to draw a rectangle. Wow, how the hell did that happen? It's not lined up, that's why. So that looks a little funky to me. There. Let's double check that one. That could be why my rectangle wasn't working. Oh, you know what's gonna do to me there though, guys? We don't want that. Because otherwise it would have drawn like 100 rectangles, and we just, like what it's showing there, it would have literally drawn all that. We don't want that. Because I want to do like, just draw some rectangles. Now, I don't know the correct way to span plywood. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go 4'8". Because that's the dimensions of the ramp. It works out that way. I don't know. Because if this is fucking 4x8 there, how is that 4x8? Which that looks 4x8, but this one doesn't. 8 and 2. So is this one? 8 foot. Oh, you know what happened? It's a little bit bigger than 16. Because the 2x4s are 8 foot. So this way it's 8 feet and this way it's 8 feet. So really what would happen is we would just delete that. Probably just extend these lines. Yeah, there'd be like a weird surface there, but whatever. What's this distance? 3, 4. I wanted that to be like 12 foot between here, and it's close, but it's not. Whatever. Keep in mind, this is a challenge. We got 15 minutes left. 15 minutes. My God. I feel like we're not gonna get it. I'm not gonna be able to ride. Off yesterday. I don't know why it keeps telling me this. What I'm gonna do is just open the file because I just downloaded it. No, we don't want to save it, just open the file. Don't save, just open. It's the same thing. So I did a little bit of work. I pulled this up. I started removing here. I wanted you guys to see, because this video, essentially, I want you to be able to make a half pipe if you want to be able to. I know not everybody's gonna want to be able to do this stuff. What I want to know is, yo, if we delete this, that's a surface, but this line, now we should have one component. That's a lot better than this, because that's two pieces. Whatever, it's nuanced stuff. No, I don't like to delete this just yet, because I don't know if we're going to be drawn again or not. But at this stage, I feel like we're not drawing none. Wait a sec. I thought I messed up royally. A lot of this stuff takes practice too, guys. Like, I mean, I've been pretty good at this software since I started, but I'm not as good as I could be. That's where the practice is. Like, if I did this all the time, dude, we'd be hustling. But I don't. So for now, I'm just gonna pull it the same as that, and we're gonna make these both components. Don't forget about that, folks. Oh, I don't want to delete that because I don't want to forget which one is which. But at this stage, we know this is surface plywood, and this should be a 1/4 inch, but we'll double check just in case. Yep, 1/4 inch. So this is in theory scale. We could even paint it when we're done here, guys. I'll show you how to do that. So I want to rotate this, Johnny. What I want to select is this blue line, but it doesn't let me. For whatever reason. I forgot to turn my phone off. But we know this edge here we know that's plumb. We know, and this one too. But we actually didn't want to rotate it in the direction. This one we do. Oh, crap. Right axis. I mean, it'll work. It's like the freaking Legend of Zelda over here. Get us on that red axis, boo. Yeah, sometimes this software gets in like all wonky. That's okay. We only want 90 degrees. So I'm gonna copy that. My figure is a lot of this stuff. Like, I forget, is that a component? No. But to paint it, we'll just leave it over there, because it'll be pain in the ass otherwise. Now I forget which way I pulled it. Now this I can't even grasp, besides that it's just the wrong way. So what we'll do is Q. I'm like, I can't even fathom what's wrong with this. So the correct way to zoom, guys, like if I just move over here, it's like big picture stuff, right? But if you like put the mouse over something and scroll in, it's like very precise. Oh, I get what's going on. So right here, but since it's a component, we gotta edit it. Right here is now, it's overlapping, as you could tell. Like right here is our surface, and we're gonna put another surface, and this is a lot already. Why are these two different? This should be 3/4. This is that's the problem. This area is drawn wrong, but once we remove this, we'll fix that. So we're just gonna pull that all the way down. Don't know why it's line work. Now the problem is what we copied isn't just like that. Now from here we could actually just do it again. I like to push and pull things, but we'll just do that for the sake of this video. Yeah, I like to push and pull everything. What's going on with it? Oh, is it the wrong orientation? It shouldn't be. It should be the same exact thing. Let's see what's going down here. Somehow we placed it below it. Oh, this is why I press and pull things. Yo, do not do whatever the hell you just did. And another thing I want to say is at this stage of building a ramp, like this is like detail work. This is how you actually build it. You could actually do like give me a minute to think about that while I pull this, because this is a 1/4 inch and it's got to match this. What was I saying though? It's like conceptual. What we're doing now is it's detailed. Yeah, I do want all that to be a component. This is detail work. Like we'll be able to take a section of this and see exactly how it's built and every connection every single piece of lumber makes on this ramp. But we don't have to go to this level of detail from the beginning. That's what I'm trying to say. And we just messed up by making that a component, because now all these are the same press pull. This is why I double check my work, guys. And I'm usually not talking while I model. I don't like talking when I model. Because I do a lot of repetitive things like just there. All I was doing was pressing space, P, and clicking with the left, and it's a pain. Just for the detail, we'll add this line right here, because we want it to look like plywood, just 4x8. And I already mentioned earlier that we're not going into that level of detail with the surfaces, because it'd just be too hard to draw an arc right there. Because like what we could do is just like draw a line here and another one, and pray that this would just like match. It might not. Like, I'm not even trying to draw that, dude. That's some crazy shit we're trying to draw. First we need to line this up on the right axis, otherwise it'll never work. So maybe if we drew a square right there. Not even, dude. I have a feeling. Yeah, I had a feeling that was the case. Yeah, but like I was trying to say, what you need to do is get this along the blue axis. At least this is what I would do if I was trying to get it like that. I'd try to get it on the blue. For some reason it's just not snapping there, dude. It should draw straight up for us. Green. What would that be? 0, 0, 5 foot. 0 space. No, 0 comma space. 0. Let's go 0 foot comma space. 0 foot comma space. 5 foot. Oh, we're drawing a. I want to do a line. That's why I wouldn't. That's another reason why I don't like to talk, guys. Now from here we should be able to draw the damn arcs. But as I'm saying, we're not doing this, dude. I'm just giving you an example. Like if you really wanted to be that precise. And yeah, it's not even working. So, how with that? So, pull that, copy, paste, Q. If we get the top surface right here, we'll get that blue axis. Type 180. It's way over there. Which is fine. We'll just try to select this edge. And we're going to place it right there. Because if we match it up, dude, it just does everything. Snap right there. No, I didn't forget about this. Is this a different one? No, I think to fix this, if I was to draw a series, we don't want that there. We want it literally like there. I don't think it's even editing the right component. That could be why. We're just not gonna worry about that, dude, because some of them that I pulled, it didn't pull out the bottom like that. I don't know why this free software does that. So next, well, actually I want to copy one of these, place it over here. Same thing with copy paste. Because when I go to make these look like 2x4s, dude, it's just gonna work, trust. Because these are all the same, okay? So if I edit these components here, it'll change over here. Now we're gonna pull this up to the right dimension, which is, I don't know, where do we want that shit to line up? I'm thinking if there's a 3/8, I'm just gonna do it to there for now because I gotta get out. I'm thinking, damn, all this noise. I'm thinking, I don't want to draw it too far. Right there, that's good. So I'm thinking, if we got 3/8 gap here, I'm jumping around Maybe we'll just start this and move on. But a 3/8 gap we'd put here. Because this would be our spacing, and then 0.25 inch. And that's the depth of your skate light, and then 2 3/8, which you could probably honestly just do like one sheet of 22 by 32, but we'll just continue what the ramp was already doing. So what we're doing now is just matching the height of this to where we know the plywood's gonna rest, which is this point right here. So let's draw a line and see if they match. It does. As far as that red is concerned, it's right on it. So what's gonna happen, guys, is we're gonna put members across here. So I'm gonna copy this. I think we only need 2 different ones. But we're spanning quite a distance. Now, because the ribs are going this way on there, I was going to go with them this way here. So, I'm just thinking for a second. Yeah, so now what we'll do is make this a component. Make this a component. I'm just going to put them in a random place for now. It'll make sense in a second. Because what we're going to do is just rotate these damn things. What I do want to line up though is, because we'll probably put 2x4s here, we'll just at least make sure they all line up. Give me a second of what I think. So that lines up there. We're gonna have a 2x4 coming across here. But what's the distance from here to the ramp? 13 feet. Yeah, we can't span that. We're going to be able to do 2. So I was kind of thinking this from the beginning. And this, because we could span that. Easily. Now you, no. but because of how I want it to be, let's see. Now we might have to draw this again, which is fine, because we'll just copy it and paste it there, because this might not be the same length. Or it is. Look at that. We can make that. So what's going to happen is the ramp's going to attach to it. So we basically have, because these are going to be anchored into the concrete, and the ramp's just going to be resting here. I mean, we could have went as far as I thought about that, anchoring the rest of it into. Most people, I feel like they don't anchor the ramp into like the bottom. They just, like, they don't even go this far with their footers. Like, I'm imagining these are poured footers. They just use like concrete block, dude. Like the thin stuff too. Again, we can't span a 2x4 like 16 feet. So, but what we can do is, we got that point right there. That's not 16 feet. From here to this point I drew is only 8 feet 1 inch 3/4. Which you could even take things like that into consideration when designing, so you use less lumber, but we're not. Like, we're just imagining that we have an infinite budget for this ramp. That's what we're imagining. But the reason I was thinking we should use separate pieces for here is maybe we'll span them all the way to there, dude. You know what I mean? Then you just like toenail it in there, which wouldn't be the best, but we're also going to put another member going along a vertical axis that would connect to it as well. That would just be for there, because we're going to put 2x4s all along here. I mean, we'll try to build it up depending on the distance right here, because we got two 22nd by 32 pieces there stuck together. I'm thinking we put like a 2x6 or something there. We could drill into it and then just connect that to like some 2x4s against this. That'd probably do it. Now, unnecessarily, what we're gonna do, because you could put freaking hangers up, you know, and put these in better locations. What we're gonna do though is just, we're gonna build a little something a little unique. What we're gonna end up doing is deleting these. We'll just copy this a few times. I mean, we're not gonna need the extra beef, only in the middle. And that's really just to connect the rest of the ramp to the damn thing, dude. So what do we got going on here? I see. These can't be the same. These gotta be unique, maybe. Are they? Let's find out. No, they're not. I was wondering why they didn't line up. So this one could go here. Now the middle one's gotta be different. Oh, yeah. Just gonna be a pain. Yeah, that'll work. Now this one, I'm probably gonna need that twice. Yeah, so these are gonna go that way, which it's in space. It needs to be against there. They're gonna run down that way, and this, I'm gonna have to draw that twice. But let's orient it right once. Yeah, see how it doesn't line up completely? It lines up here. It's fine because we're gonna put a 2x4 right here that comes all the way out. It'll measure right to there. But we'll figure that part out later, dude. We're just gonna put all these pieces in. And good spacing on something like this, I would say, is just a foot. A foot on center. So I'd prefer. God damn it. There. So now we'll just. I don't know how that happened. So we're literally drawing it on a freaking axis. And we'll do another one. I don't know, better measure a foot though. What? That's our foot? So we paste in one there. I don't know how these ones aren't lining up. You guys see that, right? Oh, because I copied them all mismatched. Whatever. We only need these few anyway. So that's gonna be there regardless if they line up or not. I'm realizing what we should have done is just done this to the left of it. Phone call. Alright, let's finish this. So, we don't need a deck this big. We don't. It only needed to be that big, 6 foot. Why it's 12 feet? I don't know. I don't like freaking. I don't like these little decks. And what if we wanted to put something up here? You know, what if we want to put like another ramp up here? But let's imagine. Let's like delete that. All this was there, right? Then it kind of lines up better. This one's gonna look stupid on the outside regardless. What you could do is just, I don't know what you could do to get rid of that. Probably not even put that member there, because like what you would do is just remove it. We put this right there, and then a lot of this, just so you guys know, I'm working through it as we're building it. But we know our surfaces, like we should have enough space, whatever. Like that line, remember that line we drew a few minutes ago? Right here? We know this distance here, we want it to be a space before the ramp. So you have that bump. We know that's we got top surface 3, surface 2, and surface 1. And then that rests on, if this red line, yep, that rests on this. So we're good as far as that goes. Now, since we're not going to have this out, what we'll do is pull this to there, probably even there. So then you could screw that all together. And crap, what do we do there? That's fine. These ones will just delete. It's interesting. So we don't have to add anything. Cool. But this piece here, we're gonna have to do along the whole ramp. As you guys could tell, I hate doing the same thing over. Which I picked up honestly from architecture school. And it goes so deep, dude. Like, if you're an architecture student, all this stuff you should just have in files. Like, if I drew skate parks, dude, I would just, like, this would be my base file with all this shit I just drew. I would not redraw it ever again. Like, I'm only drawing a 2x4 one time. And what that does is, like, my friends who do art and haven't been to art school, what they don't get is everything is about reproduction value, guys. Like, even in the skateboard industry, it's about being able to, what I mean by that is, like, say they draw, they love drawing, whatever. The skateboard industry's premise is built upon, like, it needs to be reproduced. Can you reproduce that singular drawing? Whereas something done on Photoshop or Illustrator, dude, you could print that 1,000,000 times. And for this, like, we could have fixed that. What we do is just adjust the crap, I'm at a loss for words. We would adjust the placement of this crap, which we're gonna adjust it right now anyway, so they visually line up. But we just move these in a little bit, that way this doesn't stick off the ramp. But I don't care. Like, you guys don't care, I don't care. Like, what if we were to put another quarter pipe against here and to tie it to this then, and then span ramps going this way? That's kind of why I did it like that, because you never know. Something like this you build in the backyard, how big it's gonna get. Maybe you only have so much money, I don't know. I like to have options though, so this leaves you options in the future, I feel like. Another thing you do is just extend this to there. If you wouldn't have to, you cut a piece of lumber 7 feet, and then at least wouldn't look like that. I don't really like that, so we're gonna fix that. I'd rather just go all the way down like that. But why on this side is there that little gap? What do we got going on here, man? This is gonna be a little tedious. I think I hit it, but the problem is we actually didn't want to move these two pieces, which is fine. We'll just put them back. Everything else we wanted to move. Stupid line we don't want. There, then that's one side done. So what we'll do now is just delete all this. And then try to select all this crap in one go. I was gonna film this in such a way that like we could cut straight through a lot of it, but I think I'm just gonna post it as like a fucking 3-hour video. Watch time? Nah, that's not why. I know what happened. I'm not gonna worry about that nuance crap because we moved it, dude, so things are gonna be a little different. We'd have to draw a new component. I'm not that worried about it right now. I just want to get this whole section into a place which I'm pretty sure these 2 points, they meet. Ew, where do they meet? I think it's right against that lumber, dude. It's not. Crap. What's something else we could line it to? This point. That point right there. We could match it to that. I don't know why the lines didn't break. Sometimes weird things happen in this software, guys. But we should be able to line that up. That's supposed to be in the middle. Why is it not? Because that line wasn't. Some wonky shit, guys. Yeah, that should be it. That's why the line didn't break. I was thinking, yo, this thing should have broke. Now it should all line up. We still have another surface to add, and then we got to put a few surfaces on here. So quick. What we'll probably do is draw a line that is 3/8. Boom. Now we could draw a rectangle from there to this point, which it should spin. Dude, it's trying to draw a rectangle the wrong way. What we'll do is that. Why is it messing with us now? We have a red axis. Because it didn't draw that line where we wanted it. I mean, that part of the software, dude, you could count on Sketchup just completely messing with you. And why we didn't draw just a rectangle on the top with all these things drawn there, dude, it would have gave us that many rectangles to press and pull. I wanted to press it once. But now if we draw another rectangle on top of this, let's make this a component. Just so this works a lot easier. Dude, we only got one more piece of this to draw. Oh, there's this little detail right there which I can fix. I don't remember where that piece was I just deleted. It's like right here. We're at component 27. Now we want that somewhere in here. I think we were hiding that. I think the fun part will be seeing wow. You saw me make that a component, right? Now it's not. Did we draw our third one? No. What the f— we didn't make it a component. So yeah, you're gonna have to learn to make components if you plan on doing this. Otherwise, you can't stack this stuff like I am right here. Oh, that would annoy me. If this was my ramp, what we could do is put like some rail in here. I have to edit all these individually. So the best way to do that is just select them one by one. Boom. I don't know why it didn't give us a line there. We wanted a line there. Dude, I'm directing the living shit out of this software. It doesn't know what it's doing. I see why, but why? How did it just do that, dude? Somehow they're not the same size. We're not fixing that. It's just too tedious. I didn't make this one a component yet. Perfect. Cool. Now that's one side done. This side? What? This side it matched. What did I do here that I did differently? My bad, folks. I should have just done this to begin with. Now it lines up. Doesn't matter. But what we could do is actually pull all these. Let's delete that. It's not actually part of them. No, we're done. We're gonna edit this one now. Now I'll make that a component. See it? But boom. This one is only like I forget, and we covered up that piece I wanted to get rid of. That's probably where that line came from, being honest, that thing I drew for the reference. But yeah, so we have a 1/4 inch boom. It might look more here, but if you draw a line there that's parallel with this, that's actually 3. Oh, we're gonna lay down more sheets on there. That's why we still have 1 sheet to lay. I was thinking we're done too, but we're not. One more. A 1/4. So this is our skate light. I'm just having trouble rotating here, guys. My bad. Sometimes that happens. Wow, it's just jumping around. No, screw that edge, dude. Because that edge, although it is an edge, the face of it, it's not the right angle. Everything needs to be done on the blue, red, or green axis, or you're gonna mess it up and get lost. Now this we're gonna have to edit again, so keep that in mind. At least I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. And I'm thinking, again, it's the wrong way, so we have to flip it. More like 270. Do all that funny stuff just so we could get it over here where we want it. So it doesn't fit there. It should. Because how we drew it, dude, it should be the exact same pieces. Okay. Let's see where it lines up here. Maybe we just were viewing it wrong, and we were. No, dude, it intersects somewhere here. I don't know why. Okay. So what we'll do is rotate it from here and try to match it up with the eye. That matches. And I'm just happy. I don't think that line is on the face. It looks like it, but it's not. But then why is... I'm beginning to think all them damn arcs overlap, dude. What that does is just deletes it. The problem I'm noticing, which will irritate me, might not irritate you guys, is all these are supposed to be two sections, and then we're done. Which I think it is. So what do we do wrong? I'm not gonna fuck with that, dude. Fuck that. What we're gonna do is just draw a damn rectangle and finish this. Watch it not match up here now. It does intersect, but whatever, dude. Plywood wouldn't do that. Even that, dude. What the f... Because one layer doesn't match up. What the... This one's actually missing a bunch of layers, dude. That's why this isn't lining up. How many layers do we paste to? Well, we don't want that. No F1. Escape. Somehow we're missing 2 layers. One, two, three. But then the angle's all messed up. Well, that's messed up. I mean, I don't really care if it lines up to there. We would try to do that when we're building it. What I care about is, alright, let's try to fix it. We don't want it to move from this point though. So you select that point. I'll probably just do something like this. And again, we drew it. I remember drawing it the right length, but as we're modeling, it got all wonky. That's okay. Hopefully it's not this wonk. It is. God damn it. It's not gonna let us draw my rectangle. Hopefully they just match up though, dude. That much it's not gonna line up, which it should. In real life it would. Wow, that'll mess me up. Whatever, dude. Now I might draw a new surface. We might have one more line to connect, and then we'll get a surface. So besides this one minor infraction, guys, which for the sake of this video, let's just draw a freaking line. There's the edge right there that it needed. And that's how you get it. It looks like that, but in real life that wouldn't be there. This would be your plywood. I mean, we might be able to fix it. Do we move it a little bit? Yeah, since this is sheeting in theory, watch. What we're gonna do is we'll edit that. I think when we pull it, it should, oh fuck. What we'll do is draw it again. I think we had something else to delete over there. Wow, dude. Whatever. All this just to draw this little piece. Just to fix up what the model messed up. Alright, never mind, dude. It's done. Mini ramp. Done. How you'd model it. Oh. We wanted to add some 2x4s. God damn it. This video could go on forever if you didn't know. Guess we could just keep adding to this thing, dude. But we literally want to make sure that touches. That edge. So this 2x4 here would tie into the ramp, like the side, the walls of the ramp. And then you could even go as far as like extending, because we cut this out of plywood, so you could put a piece of plywood right here. And we could get that far. Just we don't have surface here neither, dude. What the hell? This video is not done. Why did it make that a component? Now I'm starting to get irritated. What am I zoomed into over here, dude? It's got us in there. Now this is what I was telling you. Which actually I think if you built up, which oftentimes does occur with wood. Okay, what's going on here? It just did it the wrong way. Like the way wood works, dude, is the way sometimes it just all connects because it's cut and it doesn't perfectly line up, which is fine. But sometimes like when you stack wood, it all lines up. But Why is it rotating? Some things I can't even explain in this software, dude. So there's all them. But then you go in further, you could like brace it into the ramp, which we were gonna do something like that. I'm gonna brace probably there. Brace it there. So we'll copy this again, put it there, make that a component. But we're probably gonna move it now. So I'm gonna put this Johnny right here. Let's make it all long first. Oh, it's not long enough. But how long is it? So I think we only got 12 feet to work with the 2x4. And it's only 8 foot. Cool. Like 12 or 10 is the limit with the 2x4. No, I don't really care because that should have been a component. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line it up in there, and it might make sense. It might not. But I want that there. It's just the angle I want it to rotate, dude. That's all it really is. How we're gonna cut it. Which I don't like that angle. Yeah, I want it to line up right there. Now we'll edit this. Put a line right there. Another one right here. That's an interesting placement. Because of course it doesn't line up. Yo, how's this janky piece doing that? This one's not cut, it just appears like that. What happened is when I drew this line, it didn't. How can we break through? Alright, cool. So we could edit this from here, actually. But it deleted it. Damn it. Because it's not separating this from me for whatever reason. There it did. It's gone. Cool. One reason I do that, it lines up partially. It's just detail I like to add. Cool. As you can tell, most things lined up too. It's just like, for whatever reason, the quarters when we drew them, they didn't. I can't explain that. I'll put them in the wrong places. So boom. Now what do you think? We'll do it again. I don't know what happened. That's okay. Let me do it again. Dude, it's still doing it. I wanted two of them. Wow, they're all like grouped together. You think I could tell what plum is from this angle? If we were paying attention, that would have been not a difficult feat. Dude, you got that axis right here, just rotate it. These two ain't gonna span. Not that easily. Messed up that angle just a little bit. messed up the thing a little bit, whatever. We'll just cut it like this. Lines up. Let's try to do this again. I don't even know what just happened there, but I just started rotating this like a different way by pressing control, dude. That's a new function. Copy paste. Put that. I don't know. What do you think? We'll put that right there. I messed up. Right there. We'll put that right there. All right. Now we have a mini ramp. It just needs some railings, and what else could it use? Probably this decking, huh? We should probably put that over there too. It looks like one of them. Alright, now we have a mini ramp. We just gotta copy and paste that. But this needs to be rotated, guys. Don't you forget that. Because we're just gonna align this edge with that. Wow, somehow that side is longer, and we copied and pasted this literally from that side to this side. We even put all the ribs in. Guys, that don't make no sense. None. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. And we're just gonna move this edge back so it touches there. That's good enough for me. And there's our line work to now. We could even check to make sure this should be a 1/4 inch too. It might be a little bigger, whatever. Not like whatever. It matters to some people, I'm sure. It just doesn't matter to me. Now that angle actually doesn't line up. And neither does this one. Dude, there's this thing called AutoCAD, guys. Now, AutoCAD is sick. We're just gonna literally measure that, dude. AutoCAD's more precise. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm lost trying to do this and talk at the same time. Dude, stop zooming all the way over there. Nobody wants you zoomed over there. Wow. Anyway, it's roughly 3/8. Here's your mini ramp. Again, we might pull this up higher, but because of how we drew it, what we could have done is lined it all up. But I feel like for this, that's not the intent. We could go as far as adding the railing. I think what I'm gonna do though, guys, is We're gonna download this. I'm just gonna save it as that. I'm gonna come on over to my drive. If you guys haven't been on the drive, this is the wrong one. Come over here. I'm gonna add that file. But if you come to my drive, I have a bunch of videos for you guys to download. All my reels, trick clips, all that. So I'm gonna add the Sketchup file there as well. I think someone's cutting grass. It's a good time to finish this video. Yeah, you guys could definitely hear that. Half model. I want to make sure you guys have access. Let's restrict anybody with the link. Cool. I mean, I might have to give you guys the link, which is easy enough. If you guys just come on over to either Billy's Joint on Instagram or my my Discord. I'd say the Discord's the easiest one, which you can find on videos. I have links on the videos. Find the Discord. I had a link, like an Instagram link, like a link tree type thing. I don't have that right now. I got to set up a new one because I have a website that I could easily set one up. I just haven't done that yet. So for now, I'm gonna copy the link. We're gonna go to Discord. There, I posted it. Sorry, I'm farting, dude. I gotta go to the bathroom. So there it is, guys. I'm gonna finish up basically. Here's that. We could come back in and add. We could add what happened over here? We could add the railing another time. Maybe we could add a wall ride, right? And with this is unfinished, but maybe we could do some other stuff here. Cause there is one thing I wanna test. I wanna test it might take a minute. I got a minute to show you guys. Do I have a component of it over here drawn? I might have screwed up in that manner. No, right here. We'll get this. We'll get all this. I want to change the design. Cause I think I like the idea of using the metal coping, but I've been curious for a while now. I've been curious how this would look on top instead. Could you ever see skate concrete quarter pipe decking? We want to look at the deck. If you notice on concrete ramps, let's see if we find a good example. They don't have metal coping. They have like this nice stonework, right? And it has like a round edge. But I've been curious how wood composite would work. Something like this. I don't know, can we open this in a new tab and get it bigger? It's hard to tell, but you see this edge? Now, you might end up having to use two pieces of composite, like stack them. Because composite is only like a 3/4 inch thick, right? So you'd have to build up the member. Like you'd have to build it out. Because it doesn't, like you could stick it out that much. like the appropriate amount. I'd have to go back. So it's 3/4 dip, but you have to, the bottom of this stuff, dude, it's like rounded kind of. This is the perfect example. This Trek stuff. This is the profile of stuff I'm talking about. Although the stuff outside, because I use this for grind boxes, dude. I'd rather this than grinding on anything else, if I'm being honest, because it's plastic and it just works. Put some wax on it. So I'm curious how this would work on the edge of a quarter pipe in comparison to the metal. Like, how would we layer it? Would one be enough? That's what I'm curious. So maybe we'll draw that another time and just play around with the placement, because I'm curious of that. And I'm not going to do it on my own, so if I do it on video, maybe we'll just work through it. And I think I said that once in this video. A lot of this, guys, was just me working through the problem. Because I never thought about, I thought about how we're going to draw it. I thought about this, like the space of that, putting a platform here and a platform there. So there's two essentially over here holding up the deck, giving support to the quarter. But when I had 3 layers, when it was twice as long, like, that was me working the problem, figuring out, let's just copy this over and move it here, because then we could tie it in. Otherwise we'd have to draw more of these 4x4s, and I just didn't really feel like doing that. I felt like it would have been too big. Like, a nice long deck here would have been good if, like, it would cost twice as much money to build the deck. But in the future, man, like, what if you were to build, hold on, like, say it was like that, dude, you know what I mean? Or fucking, like, say this was down there, and they don't have to be mini ramp on mini ramp on mini ramp. It could have been like a box jump rhythm, which, if you pay attention, that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. It's just like, you see where I'm going with this, dude? That's why I only draw things once, because it's like if I just, instead of building how I did, if I built this here and put all the plywood on top, and then down here we didn't know how big a ramp was. We're just like, yo, we're gonna span that. Like, this will all be a quarter pipe. We could just take that, paste, and then just build this real quick. Especially since I did things like that might be a component, but I made one right there, so I could easily just go boom, 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 copy and paste that, like, however many times for however many different members I need to build what I'm trying to build. But yeah, I'm gonna close this. Take it easy. I hope you guys are incentivized to learn how to 3D model. Maybe you want to get into ramp building. Maybe you just think 3D modeling is cool. And like I said, we could do more videos like this. Just let me know. As always, thanks for watching. Until the next video.